So I'm going to do a quick review of the Lifeproof handlebar mount. I use strictly Lifeproof cases. I like them. I don't think anybody's come up with a better waterproof case yet. Say better, I mean more economical, easy to use, and has accessory support as well as actual customer service. Not some just one-off company that does one or two cases and that's it. So in researching what case to use, I didn't want some regular clamp-in case because I was worried about things loosening up and falling out over time. What I like about the Lifeproof mount is it has a swivel ball as part of its attachment. So I can move the swivel ball wherever I want to get the correct direction that I want it. I can also do portrait or tilt it and do landscape. Now I did do some research on this mount. It is only like $39, but I decided if I'm going to spend any money, I want to hear, what some of the reviewers were saying about the Lifeproof handlebar mount. Because maybe it wasn't the right one. Maybe it was just so horrible that I wanted to go with like a clamp mount, like the Ram mount, handlebar mount. I think Quad Lock is another one that always pops up on my Facebook and pops up on the internet. The deal with the Quad Lock is though is that you have to use their proprietary case, which means you lose the waterproofing of the Lifeproof case. What I found was there was two main complaints. The first main complaint was that the phone would actually break off and fall out of the mount. Now the old Lifeproof case is actually used to clamp to the phone. However, I think Lifeproof decided instead of selling the bar mount to only people who had their case, they wanted to open up the market a little bit so that they could use it with any case. So what they've done now is go to a system of a handlebar mount that clamps onto your bars and then an adhesive backing plate that sticks on the back of your phone. So really it could stick on any case that you wanted it to, and thereby opening up the market, giving them a bigger market share of handlebar mounts. As I said, one of the main complaints was that adhesive was not very good and that the phone would actually pop off. Especially mountain bikers and single track riders had the experience of hitting it with their knee as they were pedaling or coming over a big jump and the impact just knocking the phone off. So that would leave your bike sans phone and your phone E-Terra. Second complaint I heard with all the comments was it wiggles. Well, I'll answer that complaint real quick right now. If you're worried about this phone wiggling, I want to know what you're doing when you're riding. Some people have done stuck a little piece of cardboard or a little piece of paper or something behind the mount and actually secured it up a little bit more. I don't mind a little shakiness. I've been riding it with it for 2 months. I've never had a problem. Now as far as the screen being shaky, I really don't understand what they're getting at. Other than not inspiring confidence, I think you just gain that over time, knowing that it's not going to fall out. But the screen shakiness, I mean, I'm riding right now 44 miles an hour. I'm sure you can see right on the screen as I'm using my GPS this morning to check my speedometer, which actually looks to be about right. As far as the comment goes about the adhesive sucking and coming off the back, I will go ahead and answer that one, and I'll tell you the truth. First thing you're going to want to do when you get this mount, take it out of the box, get the backing plate that sticks on the back of your phone, remove the adhesive. The adhesive they put on the back of there is a 3M adhesive, I believe, but it's just not thick enough to match the contours of your phone case. Now, my phone case was 6 months old when I put it on, and I'd already had some adhesive on there. So my actual experience may not match everybody else's. However, as I said, from the comments, a lot of people were saying the phone was falling off, and I would attribute that to the adhesive. So remove that adhesive, go to the auto parts store, get yourself 3M branded or Scotch branded, which is a 3M brand. Get yourself a 3M brand adhesive tape. Cut it up, stick it on the back of that mount. What it is it's basically a thinner version of the tape that's on GoPro mounts. It is extremely, extremely sticky. Once you put it on something, it's stuck for good. I use it to stick things on my helmet, stick things on my bike. It's made for automotive emblems, so you know it can go through high pressure car washes. It can go through freezing temperatures, extremely hot 120 degree temperatures. It's just made to take the elements. Stick that on the back of there and stick it on your case. The more time you have for that to cure, the better. So part of the reason I bought the Lifeproof handlebar mount was because there are other accessories that Lifeproof's coming out with that go with this handlebar mount. Once you have the mounting backing plate that mounts to the back of your phone, you can add in some Lifeproof accessories. I believe right now there is a sticky pad mount that you can stick to anything, probably with more of that 3M sticky tape like a GoPro mount. There's also a suction cup mount with a pivot arm so you can mount on your dash as a GPS holder type deal for your phone. Now, the caveat to that is the back of the mounting plate is actually metal, so you can mount it anywhere you have a magnet. So with this Lifeproof holder for your handlebar mount, the back is actually metal, so you know, anything that's magnetized you can stick it to. I actually got this little magnet at the hardware store that came with a piece of metal that just stuck to the back of your phone. Well, I took it off, and since this is metal, it sticks. And in my nice little Scion XB, since the readout, speedo, tack, all that stuff's in the center, I get this nice little spot where I can stick my phone. Makes it a perfect rest for my GPS. Look straight ahead, have my GPS right in front of me. Handy little doodad. Anywhere you can put a magnet, since the back, again, is metal, you can stick it. So, you got some magnets, throw some tape behind them, you're out in the shop, throw your phone up there. Makes a great little holder. Get you some magnets, stick you a Bluetooth speaker right there, you got a sound system for your garage or shop. So now that I filmed this whole thing, I realized that I never really showed you how exactly the Lifeproof mount works. What you've got, as I've showed several times in the video, is a adhesive backing that sticks on the back of your phone. The profile's not too huge. It does stick out a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch from the back of the phone case. I don't mind it. It slides in and out of my pocket, no problem. It is made of metal, so you know, you're not having a problem about chipping it or scraping it on stuff. Basically what you've got a square mount here, square mount on your bike, 2 little locking tabs. When you stick that in there, the little locking tabs grab onto it, so it's not going to fall out. You spin it, and it basically, the spinning motion pulls those tabs back and allows the phone to click out. Now, to keep it stuck in there, you simply flip this lever down, and now you don't have any spinning. So it's a little bit hard to get your finger back there, depending on what's, you know, blocking you. But there you go. Now, like I said, it does wiggle a little bit, but I don't mind it. And it is locked in there. I mean, if I can spin it, and it's still locked in there. So my overall review of the Lifeproof handlebar mount is, I give it 2 thumbs up. Go get yourself one. I should say about 1.5 thumbs, really, because I had to replace the adhesive. But, you know, go get yourself one. Tear that adhesive off, put a good adhesive on there, something durable, and I think you've got yourself a really good mount. Definitely a good locking mount that's not going to give you any problems down the future. If this was a first ride, I'd probably say pitch the whole thing, but after riding with it for 2 months with the adhesive changed, I really like it, I gotta say. It's done the job exactly what I need, especially with the Lifeproof case, which is a brand that I actually like. Ran out of batteries, and I'm so sad today, 'cause I got no music. I forgot to turn it off. Woe is me. I'd like to kick yesterday me for leaving my helmet on.